Mm. All right. So, I want to welcome everyone to this live stream. My name is Benny Ferguson. I channel the non-physical collective known as Abraham, and we're playing with the title uh, "Accelerating the Journey" or "Accelerating Your Journey." This is an episode, we'll say, an episode of "Accelerating the Journey," a presentation of consciousness ascending. Um, if you're new to our channel, if you're new to these streams, be sure to subscribe, like, hit the bell button so that you're notified when a new video is uploaded or we are going live and have indicated that we are doing so in a previous manner. Um, we're excited to be of support. If you're inspired to new understandings, be sure to throw that comment in down there for yourself. Taking that action supports solidifying those new understandings, those inspirations inside the mind and body, and it also helps to spur others along the way as well. If you find value in these interactions, be sure to check the description for our live via Zoom conscious discussions where we can actually have conversation. Those conversations are even more powerful than these interactions, where we take some time to entertain questions or comments via the chat, but having an actual conversation is even more powerful. And we do that on Wednesdays at the moment at noon. But you have to register for that. You can go to, well, check the description. The link and everything is in there for you to register if you're inspired to be able to join and participate in those live conversations. So, today's topic is the prosperity of rainbows. The prosperity of rainbows. Conscious creators, it is an absolute fact that a rainbow has a direct correlation or is directly correlated to that which you call prosperity, success, abundance, winning, beautiful relationships, excellent parenting, success in your job, careers, or business. A rainbow is tied to all of those things. And we understand that it's probably baffling you right now how that is possible, that a rainbow is tied to prosperity. Well, let's talk about it. Prosperity, as you call it, success, as you call it, winning, as you call it, all have one thing in common: they feel good. When you think of that which you call prosperity and whatever that means to you, when you think of that which you call success and whatever that means to you, it feels good. It has a certain vibe, it has a certain frequency, a certain color or tone if you were to take a moment to identify it. And it would be very, very similar, right? Winning in your job, winning in your career, winning in your business, winning in your relationships as a parent or a partner, winning in a sporting event, winning, success, prosperity has a feel. And if you look, again, they're very, very similar. Having an amazing time at a restaurant with friends and family, the feeling of that is very, very similar to the previous examples. But you've never looked close enough to entertain the idea that the feeling is similar. We've often said alignment is alignment. If you're in alignment with any desire, you're not just in alignment with that desire, you're in alignment with everything that feels the way that alignment feels. Let's say that again. When you're in alignment with the thing that you desire, because alignment is alignment, you're also in alignment with everything else that feels the way that successfully completed or materialized desire feels. All right, so now let's transition from those things that you desire, those things that you're wanting to manifest, those things that you're wanting to win at, be successful at, to be prosperous at, to the rainbow. When you look at a rainbow and say you pull out your favorite color, and in meditation you place yourself inside of that color. Or maybe you just start off with just entertaining that color. It's your favorite color. The blue is your favorite color. The purple, the yellow, the green. Any of those are your favorite color. And if you take time to sit with that color, you begin to tune to the vibrance of that color. Its purity, its beauty, its joy, right? Think about the purity of a color. Colors have no resistance. Color, there's no conflict in a color. It's just purely resonating as itself. And so if you sit with your favorite color, you too will begin to resonate purely as that color resonates. And if you begin to entertain the full spectrum of the rainbow and all of the colors resonating in unison, you will begin to resonate in unison that color, that tone, that frequency, that vibration, that beautiful harmony, the same as a rainbow resonates each of those colors purely, but together all at once. And again, these are pure, beautiful, high vibrations, free of any resistance, free of any conflict whatsoever, because there's only the purity of the color being expressed perfectly as itself, which is the opposite of what most of you are doing. Most of you are not resonating purely, authentically, and uniquely as yourself. Most of you are resonating a mix of ideas, suggestions, and implyings that you have gotten from parents, from friends, from family, growing up as a child. You are being the ideas that were sown into you and not wholly and completely your pure, authentic self in source. But when you entertain things that are purely expressing of themselves, whether it's a tree or a flower or a specific color or an entire rainbow, you begin to tune and resonate purely utilizing that as a point of focus. And the frequency of anything that's resonating purely, the frequency of anything that's resonating authentically as itself is very similar, close kin to the feeling of success, of prosperity, of winning, of all of these things that equal, well, let's put it this way, the vibration, the frequency, the tones, the colors, that purity equals the successes that you see. It equals the winning that you see. It equals the feeling of any intention or desire that you would like to have materialized as experience. Once you get yourself into alignment, whether you take on the feel of a color or the entire rainbow or anything that is resonating purely and authentically, once you know that you have achieved that state of being, that feeling state, then you bring in the idea as clear as you have it of that which you are intending. And now that idea is being laced and colored and coded with the feeling or a feeling that is close kin similar to the feeling of that desire fully expressed and present in the present moment, existing now in the present moment, right? And that's the process as it relates to you and your responsibility. What is it that you're intending? How clear are you on what you're intending? Yes, you're leaving it open to the universe or source. If there's a higher and best thing for you at the moment, you leave it open ended. That's perfect. right? That helps to nullify any resistance or conflict. You have a thing that you're intending, but hey, if there's something better or more or perfect for me in the moment, and you know more than I do, then I'm open to that. Okay, you're nullifying some resistance there or inner conflict. But then there's the feeling. You have the image, but then there's the feeling of that desire. That's your responsibility also to hold in the present moment. Now, if you have an intention and you're also offering worry or doubt or fear that it's even possible or that it can materialize because, say, you don't have the money or you don't have the time or you're not in the location or you have nowhere to go to find that partner, then that's resistance, that's conflict, and that's not your responsibility. And while you're entertaining those ideas of fear, you're offering resistance, you're offering conflict to its materialization. What's the image? As clear as you can get it. And how does it feel to have the experience? That's your responsibility now in the present moment. And anything, almost everything that you have that you would desire to materialize as an experience, how it feels in the present moment to have that experience is going to be good. It's going to feel good. It may feel exciting, ramped up a little bit. It may be exhilarating, ramped up a little bit more. But these feelings, these states of being are very close kin to the purity of the authentically expressed colors of the rainbow. Understand that. So what can you do? Get yourself into the feeling of a rainbow. Get yourself into the feeling of your favorite color. Make that your point when you sit down in meditation. Or if you're seasoned at meditation and you're able to do that type of thing just as you walk around naturally, then do that. And to start off with, do it just for alignment's sake. Don't do it because you're trying to accomplish a thing or you're trying to materialize a thing. Do it just to be in alignment, purely, because alignment is alignment. And when you're in alignment with the purity of the rainbow or the purity and the perfection and the excellence of the frequency of a single color resonating authentically, then you're in alignment with everything that is of similar feel. The conversations, the interactions, the the meetings with family and friends, the restaurant that you're going to, the experience at the restaurant, the experience at the movies, the experience with your children, the experience with your spouse or partner, the experience at work, the meeting with the client or the potential customer or client. You're in alignment with the experiences that are most closely related to the feeling that you are entertaining. So when you get yourself in alignment with your favorite color or the rainbow in its entirety, and you allow yourself to tune to the purity of it, the authenticity of it, the uniqueness of it, and then once you know you have it and you know you feel it from the tips of your toes to the tips of every fingernail to the tip of every hair follicle, you know you're there, then you bring in the experience that you're intending into that feeling and see the experience in as much detail as you can as if it's present now. And once you have the details lined out as best as you can, as clear as you can, you also communicate that and if and or if there's a highest and best for me at the moment, I'm open to that too. And you leave it open ended for source or for your inner being that may have a little more information, that may know a little more, that may can see a little further. And that's your responsibility in the creative process. We hope this makes sense. We hope it makes sense that alignment is alignment. We hope it makes sense that the feeling of the purity of your favorite color or the rainbow in its entirety is similar to the feeling of the successful materialization of any experience that you desire. The feelings are similar, if not the same. Excitement for winning a sporting event and the excitement that you feel having left or experienced an excellent movie with friends is very similar, if not the same. Alignment is alignment. And again, that's why we say get yourself into alignment. Get used to being in alignment. Try to be consistent at being in alignment just for alignment's sake, just for higher vibration's sake, just for higher frequency's sake, and not so much for a desired manifestation. Alignment comes first. Then you can bring in any intention, bring in any desire, and you know that you're bringing it into the feeling of the experience and how it would feel to have the experience in the present moment. And then you're doing everything right from a creative standpoint as an aspiring conscious creator. Excellent. So that's our chat. That's our offering for today. And it's powerful. As simple as it seems, it's powerful. As simple as it seems, you're powerful. And once you begin to entertain the inner creative process, break down the various faculties and master each one at each point, it's inevitable that you begin to see transformation in your experience. We are excited for each of you, excited for each of you, and we look forward to being of support. Again, check out the description if you find value in these interactions. Be sure to register for our conscious discussions where we are actually having a live conversation via Zoom, face to face, voice to voice, vibration to vibration. Those are the most powerful interactions. If you haven't listened to any of the replays, check out those replays if you need to before you get on your first live conversation. Our goal is to support you in accelerating this journey, accelerating your ability to grow and expand, accelerating your journey of enlightenment and your becoming that which is the truth of you in source now, free of fear, able to act quickly as you are inspired along your life's journey. We love you very much, and we will talk to you soon.